everyone. I wanted to talk to you about Donald Trump Jr. You know, Biden got caught with a wire of, I think, $3.5 million, I think it was, from Russia. And it had to do with trafficking. Yeah, 3.5 million. I had to deal with trafficking, prostitution rings in Russia. And they came out and were upset about false accusations against what's that? about his family, you know, and them lying about the tax returns, lying about everything with our president, and ignoring the very fraudulent transactions between Russia and Hunter Biden. You know, there's so much corruption going on, even to them cheating nonstop with this election. So Donald Trump, he slammed the double standard by Democrats and liberal media, reacting to them ignoring the corruption of Hunter Biden. He appeared alongside with his beautiful girlfriend, Kimberly. I can't say her last name, so I'm not going to try. No, I don't want to botch it. And he called out the son of former Vice President Joe Biden after there was a report released by Senate Republicans this week which exposed his connection, Biden's connection, Hunter Biden's connection to a multi-million-dollar schemes and payments to Russia or Eastern Europe women with links to sex trafficking. We knew about it in theory, but now it's actually out in a Senate report, Don said. And he's referring to an 87-page report from the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs and Finance Committees. Though the report didn't link Biden directly, it did note that he made non-resident women, he paid them. They were nationals of Russia or other Eastern European countries and who appear to be linked to Eastern European prostitution or trafficking rings. And there is extensive public reporting concerning Hunter Biden's alleged involvement with prostitution services. Now, you know, the left's always picking at our president and his family, trying to lie and exaggerate about things that aren't true, to vilify them and to brainwash and mislead the masses. And Don says, you know, what would happen if I was directly tied to Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, with a 3.5 million payment that's linked to human trafficking and prostitution rings in Russia and Eastern Europe? Trump asked his girlfriend in the video. And by the way, she's a lawyer, so this woman's smart. And he picked a good one. You know, he gets free legal advice, I guess. Maybe I don't know how that works out, but you know, it's nice that, you know, to have a lawyer as a significant other. I went out with a lawyer, two, maybe more than two, but one of them saved my case. Another one, but he saved my case with truth, because I got robbed by someone in a hospital. That was, I woke up to a man. Someone had drugged me. I woke up and I wound up in the hospital. I guess after being drugged, I woke up in the hospital bed, and I woke up to this man and woman taking off my Gucci watch and my gold bracelet. And I waking up out of like a coma sleep. I wasn't in a coma, but I was drugged. I got up and I hit him because he was trying to take my stuff. And it turns out he was a police officer stealing from me. And my lawyer came to my rescue. So anyways, enough of that. Um, but he asked her, do you think this would be news? And she goes, it'd be news and you'd be in jail. And he goes, and I'd be in trouble with you, right? That's what Don asked his girlfriend. So Trump Jr. goes on to say, so that's one revelation this week, that Hunter Biden, we get lectured how these people are such great people, the Bidens, yes, tied to sex trafficking rings in Eastern Europe, that's wonderful, Trump Jr. continued. And she goes, meanwhile, your father's taken down sex trafficking rings and child sex trafficking, his girlfriend interjected. He goes, well, that's a good point. And adding to that, the fact his sister, Ivanka Trump, permanently funded the task forces to attack sex trafficking and human trafficking to prevent that stuff from happening, he said. Meanwhile, Hunter Biden is partaking on the opposite side of it like a sick bastard he is. And guys, these are the facts. This has been true from such a long time ago, and this is why Hollywood hates our president. They're mad he's not a pedophile Satanist like they are. They're mad they couldn't buy President Trump out. And, Don went on to say, you'd think it would be news, though. Though if we were doing these things, but when Hunter Biden does it, it's no problem, he said. So, Don Trump did a tweet. I saw it online the other day, and it says Hunter Biden. Imagine the outrage in the media and from the Dems if his last name was Trump. And he goes, Hunter Biden, tied to human trafficking, tied to prostitution, tied to corrupt foreign deals, tied to Russian billionaires. All while Joe Biden was the second most powerful man in the United States. He also torched the media for essentially ignoring the bombshell revelations of Hunter Biden's overseas financial ties and giving him a pass. Listen, when communists do business with communists like Biden with trafficking and all these things, the same thing that our corrupt governors are involved with Cuomo and all these left radical mayors, governors of these really messed up states where they're being attacked by domestic terrorists, Antifa. They're all in bed together. That's why they talk bad. That's why they talk bad about our president and his family. So when they thought they had me for something much less significant than direct payments from an associate of Vladimir Putin and direct links to human trafficking, prostitution, and Russia, I was front page news for weeks on end, but the Bidens get a pass for their corruption as always, Trump Jr. tweeted. So, this article goes on to say that the followers on Twitter agreed that the hypocrisy exists. It does exist. And, I'm someone who lives it. And I'm not even famous. So, yes, I completely agree with Kim and Don Jr. And guys, everybody's getting attacked. Let's stick together, guys. Let's fight for our country, and let's speak out on the truth, and let's get through this. And the people who want to work against our country and work against our citizens and wage war on our citizens for siding with truth and with God, We got to get rid of them. We have to eliminate them out of our government because they're just draining everyone's energy with the drama. And it's unhealthy and it's toxic. And Hillary, Obama, Biden, Hunter, all of you guys need to be, and everyone else in government that badmouths our president and works against him and destroys your own states and cities, you got to get out. We got to get rid of you. Newsom is on his way out. Hopefully Pelosi will be on her way out. The devil herself with her devil nephew. All pedophiles and traffickers. That stuff runs in their family. Alright guys, I just wanted to say my piece for Don Trump Jr. He loves his family. And he's very, he's the type of guy, some guys have brains and they don't like really have feelings. But he has a heart. And he has brains. So he really feels, he is really affected by this negativity, as I would be. I'm affected by the negativity I have to deal with as just a citizen who can't afford to get legal counsel to stick up for myself, to somehow keep these devil stalkers, gang stalkers that the communists have here in this city, thanks to Scientology. They work with Scientology and gang stalking. And they try to say it's religion. They can do it. No. And the police protect them. So, anyways, good work, Kimberly. Good work, Dawn. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's stick up for our president, guys. Let's fight for him. Let's fight for our country. All right, bye, guys. See you on the next video. Be good. Be good to one another.